Alright, so we have one remaining purple star on the map. Western Bolt Gorge. Don't know which one to go to. Is there one that's in the middle? Shrine of Wind, Malevolence. I think the Crucible is near the middle. I believe the Crucible is kind of midway through. Oh no, it's upstairs, isn't it? I picked like the worst one, didn't I? Of course I did. Welp. So we need to search for the Iris Gem around here. There's the Ganglin Ruins. I get the feeling that blue dot's probably where I want to go, huh? Alright, we'll find our way down there. But I'm trying to think of what happened last time. It's been a very... So I recorded a ton of this game last time I played it. I was even saying insane things about like, wow, I think I'm gonna beat this game tonight. But no, oh, hello. You look important. You're really big. Don't need that. I'm sorry, why are you huge? Oh, we've been attacked. What are you guys weak against? Fire? Cool. What a coincidence. Here we go. So I don't remember what happened last time, but I did record a ton of it, and we were all ready to finish the playthrough, but then I ran out of steam a little bit, so I'm here like a week later.
Victory is ours.
So if I made very specific promises about what I was going to do this episode, I may have forgotten, but this guy looks important. Poop. And I know that he's one of our objectives, so we're going to go after this guy. He's resistant to, whoa, water and fire. Cool. Good thing that's not the two things I have in play right now. Alright, so... just gonna quickly switch over to Mikleo real quick. And make them Edna.
Which means... that is totally awesome at riding that thing! Figured you'd say that.
So this will hopefully help us even out the elements here. To help us take out the boss. At the very least by playing as characters that aren't the specific elements he's resistant to. I haven't seen one this big yet. This is a new one for me. I think we got this, more or less. Usually the enemies that are out in the open aren't too dangerous. It's usually time to worry when they actually have a whole dungeon to themselves, but when they're in an open plane like this, they usually don't pose too much of a threat. And this might be the last remaining Iris Gem out in the environment. So it might be time to talk to Maven here. It's okay, you can stop living, it's okay. Let it happen.
Hey babes, what kind of guys are your type?
The type that don't even ask that.
Or say, hey babes, either.
Strike 3.
Boom! Earth and Historia!
Sex. The general realizes at last that his humanity is lost. With a roar, Heldalf, the Lord of Calamity, is born.
And that was the moment that Heldalf, the Lord of Calamity, was born.
He was a human being once, just like us. Unbelievable as it is.
Yes, he may have been a cold military leader, but he had genuine love for his family.
How could someone like him turn into the Lord of Calamity?
Well, he did lose his family.
I don't know. It felt like more than anything that happened to him, the transformation was born of his own resolve.
Could be.
It's probably not anything we can ever truly understand. But I can tell this much. Heldalf finally gave up. He couldn't fight back any longer.
And with that, we have every Iris Gem, I think. Or at least, I think we have enough to go back to Maven. Search for the remaining iris gems. Oh, we don't have them all, do we? Saint turned into a Hellion. No. I think we found most of the Earth in Hysteria. And the pieces of this puzzle are really starting to come together. I think it's time we gave Maven a visit. Yeah, actually, yeah, it does look like I made it. Okay. Good to go then. We'll just head right back to the save point and warp out of here. Huh. When I realized this was the most isolated location out of all the save points here, I thought I made a mistake, but I actually happened to go straight where I needed to go.
Think this is all of the Earth in Hysteria?
But we're still missing something crucial. How did Heldalf end up that way?
Well, we know all too well what hardship he's been through.
Whoa there, Sheps. Don't tell me you're sympathizing with him.
Is it sympathy? I can't even tell.
Sheesh, Lailah, this is cruel. I liked it better when he was a faceless bad guy. You can chop those to bits guilt-free.
I'm sorry.
But really, though, it's tough. How are we supposed to figure out the right thing to do?
Well, is Lailah even telling Sorey to find the right answer? Or...
Oh! Zavid!
Dang, sorry.
So now what? Just standing around talking like this isn't gonna solve anything.
Let's go back to see Maven.
Right. He's probably organized his thoughts by now anyway.
Oh! Hey, surprise fight! Wait, that only works in close range, actually. Hang on. Spinny Tornado of Death! Spinny Tornado of Death! God, that's over. That's over so fast when that happens that way.
I think I'm vaguely starting to get it. There's some connection between Heldalf and the Sheperd who came before me.
I see. So Lailah avoided speaking about it directly by asking Maven the storyteller to help her out. Ouch! Damn it, that's not what you use an umbrella for!
You have no idea how the mind of a lady works. Ouch! That hurts! Dang, what an ice queen. Ouch! Dang! She's not playing around!
Thanks, Zavid. We needed someone to break the tension.
Oh, I think our Rose might be in love.
Don't get your hopes up.
Aww.
Let's hurry to Lohgrin. I'm sure the old man will be waiting for us there.
Quite rare that we're ever in the same place that Maven is.
For sure. I mean, he's an explorer and all.
Is there any real reason why, though?
You really need to ask?
Guess there's no point in worrying about it.
Yep. Like they say, fear is often greater than something.
Greater than danger, you mean?
Alright, we're set to go then. Find time. Bleh, I can't speak all of a sudden. I just did like a 2-hour recording of Invisible Ink, and apparently it melted my brain because that game's kind of stressful and heavy in thoughts. Alright. This could be the beginning of the end, or it could be the beginning of a whole other MacGuffin that I have to search for all over the world. I don't actually know.
Find anything?
We know that Heldalf was stricken with a great deal of pain and hardship.
It seems almost like some kind of curse.
I can see that. Bound to the curse that is eternal loneliness.
During our most recent encounter with him, he taunted Sorey, preying on his emotions and trying to bait him into becoming a fallen Sheperd. But afterwards, he reached out to Sorey and tried to convince him to join his ranks.
The Lord of Calamity, reaching out to the Sheperd.
I want to know, just what happened to Heldalf to make him the man we see today?
But that would infringe on the old man's taboo.
We don't even have a clue what that really means. Maybe this is selfish of us, but still.
Is there no chance you can help?
Follow me.
Maven, are you sure about this?
There's no point in stories if we lose the future in which to tell them. No taboo is worth that fate.
Oh, said follow him. Where'd he go, though? Follow Maven within. Oh, within the temple. Okay, good to go. I was gonna say, I don't see him on the screen walking away right now, though. Oh, what's one of those? We're good to go. I wasn't sure about the glasses on Mikleo at first, but I think they're more or less fitting. After that close-up we got during the cutscene, I'm like, alright, that's a new costume change I can get with. I've been slowly augmenting the characters in ways that I find are like fun little alterations to add some variety to the game, but don't get super distracting, like the fucking plastic shark costumes and stuff like that. And I've been mostly happy with the results. Oh my goodness, you are not supposed to look through that door from outside. Oh goodness. This game does not respond well to you loading large areas of the game at once. Whoa, whoa, okay, let's just go before the game loses more of its mind. I have a great PC, so this is weird.
Oh man, nice! Check it out! That huge thing has carvings all over it!
Is this from the era of the gods? I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh boy, more fodder for our resident nerds.
What's that?
Mysterious monolith. Can I look at it? Oh, hello, save points and stuff. There's a point of interest over there, but I couldn't click on it yet. Military hike. They're man shoes that only men can wear. Got a plant over here.
The bottles.
There we go. I'll save in a moment. Might as well grab the last chest at first. I mean, at least. Wow. My brain is melted. I'm really getting blown away by my completely fumbled sentences today. Sorry. Do a quick save. There we go. After that boss fight, so we don't have to go all the way back there if we have a sudden power outage or something.
To most people, this monument is nothing more than a lump of rock. However, the storyteller of time can harness its true capabilities.
The storyteller of time?
The one who passes stories to future generations. Stories of humans, Seraphim, Hellions, Shepherds, the Lord of Calamity. It is my clan to whom that fate has fallen. A storyteller is to be a dispassionate observer. He must not interfere in world events. But I am prepared to accept the consequences.
Is that an Earthen Historia?
There are more of them?
The others were fine, but this one had to be shielded from the eyes of men. So I kept it for myself.
Then this must be...
Yes, this is a record of the dawn of chaos. Come, experience the truth of the dawning of this age. Perceive the light. Perceive the darkness. Place your hands upon the monolith. Then, close your eyes. Foroshkus were kusaresko, wervek furiek ohish kehem omem. Do not ponder the answer for now. Simply feel. Understand?
What happened?
Where is this? I've never seen this place before.
We're experiencing the dawn of chaos. So I suppose this would be...
Camlann, the Origin Village!
Well, might as well go on.
Undisagreed.
Well, here's a different place. Everyone gonna come up with me? Oh. Oh. I've triggered something.
Pretty big crowd here.
No kidding.
General, this is absurd. How long must we keep living like this?
I am protecting you from the invasion by the forces of Highland. I'd expect you to be more grateful, Sheperd.
Huh? This guy's the previous Sheperd?
You have occupied our village for half a year now. This isn't protection, it's house arrest.
Not to mention, the Kingdom of Highland is only acting against us because Rowlands moved their army here in the first place.
Looks like they can't hear us.
The Earthen Historia shows that which has transpired.
The strategic importance of this location cannot be overlooked just because the Sheperd founded a village here. You can trust Highland would say the same.
What, so it was inevitable?
When one considers the rise of the Highland Valkyries, yes.
I've had enough. Just leave us.
Michael, are you really okay with this? Those bastards are treating Lord Maltelis' shrine as their own fortress! How much longer must they blaspheme the Seraphim?
Brother?
It's okay, Muse. He's right that Camlann happens to be a strategically crucial location, given that we're here along the northern border. An army that controls this territory can send troops to the enemy's capital at will. Their interest in our land is sad, but understandable.
Do you really trust the words of that tyrant?
They will do as they will. We must focus on what we believe in. As a lone shepherd, with no other family in the world to call his own, I vow to protect Muse and everyone else. I swear it.
So the Origin Village was occupied by Heldalf.
And then dragged into the chaos of war.
Still, you can understand why neither army could leave it alone.
Ugh. Is something wrong, Mikleo?
Huh? Oh, well... The humans were treating Maltelis with scorn and contempt. No wonder his blessing was lost. But there's probably more to the story. Let's head towards the shrine.
Right.
Is that over here? Down here? There we go. Weird little fixed cameras.
Could it be Rollins has noticed Michael led Lord Maltelis away from the capital?
No. Much more likely it's just a feint to draw out the forces of the Northern Territory. They just want a pretext to declare war.
This is absurd.
Thoroughly absurd. But that's humans for ya.
You said it. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Oh, can't go through there. This would almost be better off just being a one cutscene.
According to what the Sheperd said, the shrine is full of malevolence, and the village is beginning to lose its blessing.
Oh no, is Maltelis going to become a Hellion?
Let us put faith in the Sheperd. He said he would never allow that, even should it cost him his life.
But still, if the Sheperd would be lost anyway, wouldn't it be better for us just to evacuate while we can?
There's no way that someone like Michael could ever do such a thing.
Right. He's the Sheperd. He couldn't just abandon Maltelis and let him succumb to malevolence.
Sorey.
It's a little funny to me that they, I faced through them because they're not right, because there are visions of the past. It's a little funny to me that they were like, you know what would improve this cutscene? If the player could, like, grind Sorey into walls and characters trying to figure out where to walk next.
If this podunk town can serve as the key to successful conquest of the Northern Territory, then I can suffer the ire of one measly shepherd. What is it?
An enemy attack! The Northerners have arrived! No, it appears to be the Highland army!
I will not rise to their bait. Assemble the troops. We shall retreat.
We will make no counterattack?
Would you have me throw men away on some meaningless skirmish with Highland? Don't be an imbecile.
Guess this town is destined for the scrap heap after all. Have the order to retreat given at once.
Unbelievable! Doesn't he care about the happiness of the villagers?
This trivial nonsense is what got the entire village wiped out?
Enemy encampment spotted!
Stop it!
Sorey.
Knowing we can't do anything to intervene just makes it worse.
What on earth is Heldalf doing?
Heldalf abandoned the village and fled.
Filthy Roland scum! Sneak into the mountains, will you?
There's more over here.
How could this happen?
Sheperd, Muse has gone to the shrine.
What?
To beg the Roland's army for assistance.
But Heldalf's already run away! Muse, please be safe! Hurry to the shrine!
Right.
That's pretty awful. Wait, am I not going the right way? I thought that's where he just went. I thought that was the way to go. Maybe not.
Wait, please! I understand that, as a fellow Sheperd, you feel strong empathy toward him. That is normal. But please, do not forget what Maven told us. You too, Mikleo.
I'm sorry. It's just... we can already tell this isn't going to end well.
We've learned more than enough here to put the pieces together at this point.
But we still need to see this through, don't we? Let's go. Right.
Mikleo looks out of character, to say nothing of Sorey.
Well, of course. He was bound to notice before too long.
Yeah, and when you add in the fact that none of this is heading for a happy ending.
We all picked up on it. Mikleo, Muse, and the Sheperd all look too similar not to.
Let's go. We're very close to the whole truth.
Looks like Lailah's about to run out of secrets.
The child! The child!
He's alive. Oh, he's alive. But, oh my god! Now tell us. All is lost. Now Tellus has become a Hellion. And this innocent child. All due to the insipid ambitions of one man.
Brother, wait! No, don't! Please! Brother!
O ye who brought us this misfortune, I grant thee eternal solitude!
No!
Heldalf, live now and forever in a hell of your own making. This is my answer.
Stop!
So, they anticipated our retreat. You are the Valkyries, I take it?
Lightning! General!
Heldalf, prepare yourself! What on earth? Stay away from us, you monster!
So that's what went down.
So Kittybeard didn't become a Hellion. He was made one.
One bearing the most terrible curse there could possibly be.
And the one responsible for it was the previous Sheperd.
So then,
Is this the same village?
If it's not over yet, then there must be more to it.
It's not over, huh? Mikleo.
We gotta be close to the end. Shouldn't we just take a quick gander before we head back?
You look pretty bummed out by this.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry I'm not more bummed out myself, I mean.
You don't need to apologize for that.
Whenever a friend of mine is down, if I'm not feeling the same way, I always feel like maybe something's missing from me.
It's just like he said, Rose. There's nothing you need to apologize for. In fact, yeah. Sorry.
Huh?
If anything, we should be the ones sorry for making you worry so much. We just need a little more time to get our feelings sorted out. We'll be fine. You can count on it.
Gotcha.
So, the Highland Knights are just straight up evil, basically. Like, they show up and it's not even just like, oh, we're on orders to attack and we don't have a choice. They're like clearly taking some kind of glee and wiping out regular villagers that were unarmed. Like, let's stab some peasants, yeah! Every time I get a glimpse of the society in this world, I seem to continually get more reasons to not like any part of the world of Tales of Zestiria, because they all just seem to be monsters. Like, both governments suck, everyone's corrupt, everyone's murdery all the time. Like, Sergei is like the one decent human, practically, you find in so many hours, and the leader of that mercenary captain, and like your party members, basically. But the entire governments are corrupt and evil, and their soldiers themselves seem to be evil, more or less. It's hard to defend this place sometimes. You can tell why so many Seraphim give up. Does that know where I'm supposed to go? I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
My goodness. What happened?
Such thick malevolence. I feel sick.
Malevolence of this impossible magnitude can only mean one thing.
Not now, tell us!
Born far too early by the looks of it. Poor mother and child. Neither of you deserved this. Perhaps this too is fate.
That child's human!
Are we not all the same when we first breathe this air, save for the vessel we chance into?
But a child born so premature won't last but a few months.
Probably so.
Zenrus!
Muse! My goodness! What happened here?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We have to seal off the Malevolence before it drifts into Elysia. Who's that child? Celine's? Could it be she was with child?
In order to contain Mount Tellus within this land, you would be the sacrifice to seal the path to Elysia? But Mount Tellus is using the land itself as his vessel. Even if we can trap him here, it would be no more than empty consolation.
I understand, but even so, this is something that we humans have brought upon ourselves.
And the Sheperd?
I take it that the Sheperd has finally fallen?
That may be so, but fate has blessed us with a thread of hope.
You don't mean to say you will raise these children to become the Sheperd and his sublord?
For a human and a seraph child raised together, anything is possible. However, it all depends on these children. I humbly accept your two small beacons of hope.
Gramps!
Zenrus, I have not the words to thank you. Farewell, my dearest child. Mikleo.
Gramps!
So, Sorey, you were a survivor from that village.
And our boy Mickey was refashioned into a seraph.
So I was a sacrifice.
You can cry if you want.
Why would I cry? I'm surprised, to be sure, but I'm not sad. And now we know where Maltellus is. Now the only thing left is our answer.
Right.
So does this mean we've found it?
I know now what path I want to take. Though I'm not sure that counts as an answer.
Very well then. Let's consult with Maven once more.
Hey, where'd he go?
Just a little while ago, he was activating the hidden powers of this monolith. He's probably still around here somewhere.
You're right. Let's go look for him.
Alright, so we got some relatively major reveals. We found out that Sory and Mikleo are both from this the wiped out village that the Sheperd ended up dying in. And the Sheperd basically created Heldalf as we know him now, before he was just this shitty general that did bad things, but now his actions led him to being cursed.
Come to think of it, I wonder how this monolith works. How do you think it activates the Earth in Historia?
Probably because this is an Earth Pulse Nexus, don't you think?
Earth Pulse?
I'll let Terror Firma herself do the explaining.
The Earth Pulse is a manifestation of the power of Mother Nature that permeates the Earth.
Exactly. Lohgrin has been known for centuries as a spot where several branches of the Earth Pulse intersect.
If you're already such an expert, why call on me?
Because when you say it, it's that much more adorable.
Interesting.
So, the Earth in Historia is reacting to the Earth Pulse.
Could you repeat that in English for dumb bums like me?
Well,
Okay, let's say instead that there's all this water bubbling up here. Then the Earth in Historia would be like a water wheel. When the wheel goes round, it grinds out the record of history, just like it was milling grains.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. But then why are the Earth in Historia behaving like a water wheel?
Probably...
I told you. The Earth Pulse is the power of the Earth.
Oh, I see. So if Maltellus made the Earth in Historia, and he's using the Earth itself as his vessel...
Then probably it's the force of his will that's making them do that.
Terror Firma. I like that. We should keep that. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna cut it here. Oh, we'll watch this real quick.
What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the Sheperd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rowlands for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former Sheperd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Maltellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Maltellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former Sheperd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the Sheperd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
Alright guys, so I think I'm going to cut it here. We're going to go find Maven next episode. Thanks for watching like always. I'll see you next time. Things are definitely coming to a head.